difficulties. And we're going to get everything started in a few minutes. I'm excited to be talking about this topic. Okay, cool. I have my guest with me. Her name is Brittany from. Brittany, just tell them where you're from. What YouTube channel you have? Just give them a little brief background for those. You was on my show a minute ago, and I just want to bring you back on because you're doing your thing, and I like what you're doing, so I want to bring you on. Oh, before I do that, welcome to Third Eye Vision, where we motivate the blind, stimulate your mind, and welcome all kind. Now, anyway, enough about that. Today we're gonna be talking about snitching versus reporting bullies in school. Is that considered snitching when you report on a bully and things of that nature? So I know I'm all over the place. I'm just excited because I have a very special, enlightening, very smart guest with me, and she's gonna be talking basically, helping me out and things of that nature. So just tell them while I get situated. Tell them a little bit about yourself. B.
So yeah, my name is Brittany Embry, and I'm 27. I live in Long Beach, California, and I do have a YouTube channel. You can find me under my name, Brittany Embry, spelled Brittany. Last name E-M as in mother, B as in boy, R-Y. And a few Brittany Embrys will pop up, but mine is the one that says Blind Empowerment in the description. So basically on my channel, I just talk about different topics, different words that I feel that people should carry or try to live by to have a better, successful life, like empowered life. And I also give out recipes. So I'm not in the kitchen in my videos. I'm very descriptive. The goal is to be able to get recorded in the kitchen though, but that's basically what my channel is about.
It's gonna happen. It really is gonna happen. Just take your time and do your thing. And she's very. I'm telling you, she's very empowering. I must say. So, what's been happening for the past couple of times that I had did the interview? What you been up to?
Since the interview, nothing much. I had another interview with someone else that put me on Facebook. He got a good amount of followers.
Excuse me then. See what happens? Just one little thing starts the whole trend. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see.
That's good. You want to mention the name, or you want to,
Oh yeah, it's on Facebook. His name is Jerome D. Salas. He got the channel called The Accountability Corner. I don't think he's on YouTube. I'm not too sure. We posted it on Facebook, so I think he just does Facebook.
Okay, that's good though. Hold on, B. That's good because it lets people know. It lets people know that you are, that things are working out for you, and people really are feeling what you're saying and stuff like that. So I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
What's coming up next on your channel? What you got coming up next?
Next I plan on showing a couple of different how to make a couple of different dips, like spinach and artichoke, spinach and salmon dips. Like I'm gonna put a couple of different dips. You don't like those? They're delicious.
I don't like no.
Oh my gosh.
What else? I mean, other than you ain't gonna be doing no collard greens or no ham hocks dishes, or do they cook that out there on the West Coast?
Oh yeah, we do. I actually do already have some videos for collard greens. I don't eat ham hocks. I never made ham hocks, but yeah, I got a lot of like Thanksgiving dishes that I did in November, where I was giving out 3 recipes a week before Thanksgiving, trying to help people out. So if you go to my channel, you could definitely catch a lot of soul food dishes.
Okay, B. All right, Brittany. So today's topic, we're gonna be talking about snitching, bullying, and what's your opinion about that particular topic? And really, I didn't think about it. It kind of goes in hand because it's in the fact that us being visually impaired, people bully individuals who are impaired, have they don't look like them, don't sound like them, talk like them, things of that nature. And I want to ask you first: Have you had any share of bullying, and what do you think about that? First of all,
Bullying as an adult or as a child?
Just in general, bullying as an adult or a child doesn't matter. If you're older or not young, but the fact of being bullied is what I want to get to.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I've definitely been bullied. See, and it's a little different for me because when I was growing up, we didn't really call it bullying. We just, we just was like, someone's picking on you, or nowadays people call bullies haters. It all depends on how you handle the bullying, I think, because some people are more stronger than others. Some people can't get people down just by, words. And then, some other people, they're very fragile. They might, a lot of committing suicide has been going on because of bullying.
And
So,
that's why I want to talk about that, because of so much that has been happening over the days and years and months and whatnot in these schools, and just in general. But more specifically, you hear about it in the schools in terms of
yeah.
people being bullied and whatnot. But briefly, before you go into your what happened with you as far as being bullied, do you think snitching is considered? If you report a bull on a bully, do you think that's considered snitching?
Me personally, no. But I mean, I guess people in the neighborhoods would qualify that as snitching. I don't like this whole snitching thing. For me personally, I think snitching is only like if you are involved with someone or people, like you guys are in agreement on this crime or something, and then when you get caught, you throw one of each other on the bus. To me, that is snitching, yes. But telling someone, like, let's say for me, like I got shot, like telling the police who did it and reporting people that are like, committing crimes against you, I don't call that snitching.
So therefore, this for those who don't know, Brittany had a show that she had done with me where she had got shot.
Right.
So would you consider someone who, or would you expect somebody to tell or if you had gotten shot, would you expect someone to tell on you?
Like if someone knew?
Yeah.
Oh no, out here, that's snitching. No.
So you wouldn't expect no one to tell you. You would. Let me rephrase that. Then, would you want somebody to tell?
Would I want somebody to tell?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess not. No, it's not their fight to. I mean, it's not their fight. No, I wouldn't expect or want someone to tell. I mean, I want them to tell me, but not the authorities. Shit.
That's weird. Because me personally, hell yeah, I don't care who it is. I would expect you to tell me who. Not that I would do anything about it. I want you to tell. But I wanted to basically focus on this situation about snitching, because I want the kids. I don't know. They're not going to be any kids watching it, but parents could definitely sit down with them, let them check out the video to let them know about bullying and snitching and whatnot. So I asked you earlier, you think if you were to report it to someone higher about bullying, would that considered to be snitching? So explain to the kids, if you were talking to the kids about the bullying situation, about what they should do and what have you.
Okay, well, in this day and age, it's so different, so, because it's so different. Because back in the day, it's like, if you're being bullied, it's just like you end up telling the person to stand up for themselves. Don't be scared of them. They're usually bullies are, they're usually weak people that can't fight and things like that. So once you stand up, it's like they're defeated. But now, bullies, I mean, I'm sure bullies take it to the next level. They're probably getting weapons, and you can't just stand up to bullies now. That's not the answer, right? So the answer would be to tell authorities, but then again, you tell authorities, nothing really happens. It depends on the schooling, of course, you know that. But
so go ahead.
Oh yeah, but I mean, my best advice would be to tell their parents, and then tell them that you need help because it's happening too frequently. See, I don't think people are. I don't think a lot of children and people in general are like brave or courageous enough to be like, I'm getting bullied. Like, it's something hard to admit to, because no one wants to feel like they're being bullied. That's like showing like you're weak or something. So well, that's how people take it, rather.
True, and that is true. So you did tell me, because I was busy trying to hook up these wires. You did tell me that you were bullied as a child, or you were bullied as someone who was visually impaired.
Okay, yeah. So I was bullied as a child because I was always overweight. So people always called me fat and things of that nature, or people would talk about my skin color because I'm dark. But I mean, it bothered me to a degree, but not to the degree of how people take it now. But I get bullied like all the time because I'm blind out here in California.
Even today?
Oh yeah, people don't treat you equal out here. I mean, and then sometimes it's unintentional. They don't even mean to be disrespectful, but they are. So you can't ignore it. It's not like you could be like, oh, they don't know, but it's just like I'm still being disrespected. It's the same feeling, no matter if they're doing it on purpose or not. But
so when you were getting bullied as a young person.
Yeah.
Did you tell, did you try to deal with it, or did you, what did you do when this happened? Because I ain't never got bullied. I never was bullied, teased, and that's weird.
Yeah.
So what did you do in a sense? And did the people call you a rat because of that?
Yeah, so no, I didn't tell anybody. I mean, it was just my normal, I guess I was just accustomed to it. It was my normal day. Like if I see certain guys, or see certain females, I just immediately like roll my eyes. Like I already know where this is going to go. They just got to pick on me, So for the most part, I would just let them and ignore them. Like I wasn't worried about it, more so in a sense.
So you didn't condone, or do you condone snitching, first of all?
Okay, I don't like that word.
What word would you use in the place of that?
I mean, I would just say they're, I guess, telling. I guess that is snitching. But no, I condone it. I think it's right to do if you are being antagonized in some way, shape, or form, and you can't handle it. You just want the person to stop. That's the goal. So,
So what would you say to people who say that it shouldn't be it shouldn't be a no-brainer to where if you are being bullied or being picked on or whatever, it's you shouldn't have any hang-ups about even telling. You should just go on and handle your business and let the people know so they can be taken care of. What would you say? What would you say to people say, well, she's beating around the bush, she don't want to say anything about it? I mean, as opposed to straight out saying, yeah, tell.
I mean, yeah, no, you definitely should tell. And if you see someone being bullied, you should tell for that person, because we don't know where this will end up. And people, like I said before, people are ashamed to say they're being bullied. So it definitely should be reported in this day and age, because we don't know where that's going to lead to. That's my whole thing. People don't I realize kids are not acknowledging that bullies are most likely jealous of them, or they're going through something at home and they're taking out on you. Like, people are taking it personal when they're being bullied, when it has nothing to do with them. It's all to do with the person antagonizing. So, like I said, the goal is to get them to stop, however that looks to you. I mean, besides getting violent, whether that's telling your parents or your bigger sibling, or you got to tell someone that's going to do something about it. That's my whole thing.
Okay, cool. That's what. So, I mean, well, before I go further, do you have any? You want to throw the ball in my court, because I've been drilling you the whole time. You know what I'm saying? What do you want to say or ask me?
Well, I want to know what made you want me to talk about this topic, because
I didn't. It's not a matter of wanting you, because I had a friend who was going to come on, and I just wanted to put it out there and discuss the situation of snitching, ratting, people who are young are being bullied, and what happens is that bullying can lead to a sense of people doing some destructive things and whatnot. And there's a lot of killings that's going on in these schools and stuff like that, what I'm saying? Because people, I don't know if I'm not saying that is the cause, but people do bully you so much to where you just say F it. I mean, I don't, nobody loves me. I'm fat. I'm blind. I stutter. I whatever. Whatever the case may be, and they cause them to do things. So I wanted to bring you on to get your perspective and just and just to bounce ideas off and thoughts and whatnot, because sometimes it's hard to just do a show by yourself and whatnot. And I want
Yeah.
to respect it. So yeah, what I mean, what you have, you have anything that you want to just pose and to the people and
Yeah, I definitely think that we all should stop looking at snitching as one thing, which is telling something that happened to you to authorities or to someone that is of the law. I think that we should acknowledge when we need to bring the law involved, because sometimes when you don't, it's too late. So that's my whole thing. Don't wait until it's too late.
That's true. Do you think that the idea of snitching, not being a rat, and all this other stuff? We'll go back to come back to the bullying later. Was originated by the rap industry, or people who are rappers, or black people,
No, I mean,
or people, African Americans, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Do you think?
right. Yeah, I definitely think, I don't think it came from the hip hop culture, because I think it was definitely here before that, but I think it is a culture thing. As far as, I mean, I feel like it started from black people, but I don't have any proof of that. I'm not too sure on that. I don't know my history on snitching, but I do know that it's really big in the black culture. So
right, and that's my perception. Because it started. I just really didn't hear too much about it until I love rap music, and then put that disclaimer there. But I mean, to be honest with you, call a spade a spade. I mean, to me, it kind of had. It ran in conjunction with the hip hop community, as far as not being a snitch, because of the lyrics that they talk about and things of that nature. So yeah, I would think so. And it's caused a lot of people to be looked upon differently when you report. What's your opinion about in terms of how people are looked at differently because if they snitch or whatever? That's me.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I do know. I do notice, like, if you are, I guess, caught snitching, whatever. Yeah, you're definitely looked at different. People don't respect you. It doesn't matter if you are in the right for snitching or not. You're not respected anymore. And depending on who you are, like, depending on, like, certain rappers, if you snitch, they may try to kill you. Snitching is serious to people. Certain people. So it depends on your field of what you're doing in your life, because see that, a lot of rappers, I mean, I guess they're not gangbanging, but they do stuff gangbangers do. So it's the same difference. I mean,
well, by you living on the West Coast, and not trying to stereotype or anything, but there are a lot of gangs everywhere. But it's there are the Crips and the Bloods and all the other different groups. And they kind of like they have a no snitching policy and things of that nature. What do you feel like? What's your opinion about that? You know what I'm saying? Especially if you like riding out with your crew, or if you with your girls and some things happen and whatnot, and you have the ability to tell and you don't. What's your whole opinion about the whole situation? By it being gang related, things of that nature. Just talk to me about that.
Talk to you about, like, being in a situation where
in a situation, and the fact that it's more prevalent in terms of gangs, and I'm speaking more so on the West Coast, because there's a majority of Crips and Bloods that are there though, and I just basically trying to ask you, like, how do you feel that are you a part of that culture? If you were running with the gangs, would you be subject to not tell, or would you by you were raised by your parents and whatnot to tell you that what's wrong and what's right and all this other stuff? What would you have the notion to do? And I hope I ain't stuttering all over the place. Did I?
No, you're okay.
No, tell it too. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, I do. Yeah, so out here it is really big on gangs. Even if you're not from a gang, you're affiliated by some way, there's just somebody or hang out with that's from a gang. But if you are in that lifestyle, then yeah, you're out with people, you're out with your friends, and something pops off where the law may be involved, or the law should be involved. You definitely can't call the police. Oh no.
But would you? Would you though?
But me, I mean, no, I've been in situations where I probably should have and I did not. So no, but it's because of the culture out here. But me now today, Brittany, I don't mess with that type of lifestyle. I try to get myself around different, caliber of people because of being shot and being in that type of situation where you're like, okay, you guys are wrong. We may get caught for this shit later, So, it's just all about people thinking they're going to get away with it, and
That's true.
people get caught later and all types of stuff. So it just, you cannot tell out here. If you do tell, you better tell, in the privacy of your own, place. And you better say anonymous and all types of stuff.
And that's why I said about bullying. It does exist a great deal with youngsters, but still, even if you're older, man, people still have a tendency to try to f with you and say, man, especially if you told them some situation that occurred in the neighborhood. That's even a form of bullying. Like, man, that dude, and man, he told them people, he did such and such, and then they can drive you so much to where if you're not strong enough to come out of that situation, it'll break you and cause you, man, pull that iron out on them, trying to draw down on them, stuff like that. Because and that's why I wanted to say earlier that bullying it doesn't just occur with just young people and stuff like that. But it's
go ahead. It definitely doesn't. Because out here, you're peer pressured into a lot of stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, you leave hanging out thinking one thing, and while you're out, some whole other stuff's occurring, and you're already with them. You can't be like, no, you guys, this isn't right. You just can't, because you're the odd one out.
And you brought up a good point. That's peer pressure is an MF, because people do want to be part. Now, for some reason, there's a large percentage of people who want to belong. There's, and not too many people want, they just want to say, man, I'm on my own, man. I'm on, A lot of people in these days want to belong, and for whatever reason, because I'm not a psychologist or a sociologist to determine why, but I've noticed that the case just growing up with individuals. I didn't hang on the streets and stuff like that, but I had friends who did and stuff like that. What do you have to say about that?
Yeah.
So let me give you a scenario. Like, would you? And we're talking about snitching and the ramifications of people wanting to bully you, but not you, but bully people because of what they do. Say for instance, if you and me was outside and whatnot, and I sold some weed or something to that effect, and the police come. I see the police come. And I throw it under your, by you or under your house or whatever, and the police come up and say, well, who, or they find it and it's not yours, and they say, well, is this yours? And you say, well, that's me. That's for Anthony. Do you think that's snitching?
Oh yeah, that's snitching that's the number one thing. Yeah, that's an example of snitching. Yes.
So in essence, if you didn't, so let me reiterate. So that you telling me that if you're my friend and you just came out there, you sitting out there with me, and I threw it under you or through the evidence by you and what have you, and you tell, that's a form of snitching, or would you not say anything? What would you do? Me
personally,
I ran across that a guy was talking about it yesterday on TV, and I wanted to propose it. I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you my opinion.
Because when the police come, they're trying to pin this on me. Is that a part of this scenario?
Well, if they come in through the neighborhood and they stop and just how they talk or whatever, and you get and like me, I get all frantic and take the weed and throw it by you, or if I see them coming, I throw it by you and they see it, or they didn't see it or whatever, and they come in and they happen to ideas or try the ideas if they if they can, and then they say, oh, I see some drugs. Who's that for? And it's by you. Would you say it's mine?
No, I would not. No. Hell no. I would not. I would not say it's for it.
So you would take that charge from me?
Oh, no. That's not what I was saying. If they're trying to charge it on me.
Put it on, yeah, but if they're trying to put it and say, well, if they say, Brittany, Anthony, Brittany, I found some weed, who's it for? I know it's mine, but I ain't saying nothing. What would you do? Would you, what I'm saying? Would you tell
me personally, I would probably just let them arrest me and get a lawyer involved and tell the lawyer the truth, but not the police, because at the end of the day, they can't pin this on me because it's not mine. but I'm not about to, just be like, oh, that's his. Like, no.
Oh, I mean, that's. I mean, you're good. I guess you consider say you're a down friend because me personally, I don't know, Brittany. If I don't, if it's not mine, you know what I'm saying, and I don't do that kind of stuff, I'm just because, like I said, this is something that this guy proposed, and I don't do it at all. I'm just kind of hanging out with you tonight. We outside kicking it, and I don't do none of that. I like 9 to 5 or whatever, and you a hustler. I don't know if I'm gonna take that charge for you, B.
Well, because see, for me, I just know the law, so I'm not scared of the police, and I'm not gonna think that I'll be charged because I know it's not mine. But my whole thing is, I wouldn't think you did it on purpose. Now, if you did it on purpose, like purposely set me up, yeah, I'm gonna tell, because that's out. But the police just.
So what's the difference between what is the difference between, or how would you differentiate a person that's doing it on purpose? Because if he throws it, he throws it. So I mean, if you purposely throw it,
throws it. But if he puts it in my purse or puts it in my pocket or something like that, then yeah, I'm gonna tell.
But if we sitting beside you I don't want to prolong the whole thing. If you sitting beside you, if I'm sitting beside you and I just throw it over there by you, you wouldn't rat on me or snitch because that's what.
No, that's my thing. No, because the police are just picking someone to put that on. I know that's illegal. I'm not. I mean, no, I'm not about to.
But in your heart, you know that it's not yours, so you still will cover for me, right?
I mean, I guess you're calling it covering for you, but I'm not looking at it like that. I'm not covering for anyone. I'm just not letting the police pin something on me that's not mine. That's all. I'm just not getting involved with it. That's how I'm looking at it.
No.
Yes.
I ain't gonna lie. I think I would snitch. I ain't gonna like, man, look, that ain't mine. That ain't, you know what I'm saying? I don't do none of that. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I was trying to get. You know what I'm saying? That if I'm an upstanding citizen who don't indulge in any type of criminal activity and stuff like that, that's what I was trying to get at. But
yeah, because that scenario is it's hard because if it's paraphernalia on the floor nearby, they can't just say
but if you know that I came over there and you know I'm a drug dealer, right? And I'm coming to hang with you because you don't do nothing. You go to school and everything. You're an upstanding individual, and I can't. I'm just your neighbor. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Who happens to sell drugs, and I came out there hang out with you. You up there doing your whatever. You just chilling outside, and I came up there. And I said, man, here go the people, and I throw it over by Brittany. Would you take that? Would you snitch? Would you take that charge?
Yeah, that scenario. I don't like that scenario because you're not giving me a straight out person trying to put me in jail. Like, the police would have to literally pin that on me because I mean, it's not mine and it's not in my possession. They're just saying, oh, it's by you, so we're taking you. That's not the same as someone intentionally, or that's not the same.
But I think you probably beat me up later on. It's like, why you did that? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? If you go down or whatever, because they're probably depending on both of us if none of us say anything. But I just wanted to post that to you because I think I would. I read
pin stuff on people. Why? I mean,
yeah, they do that.
Prove it. Like, that's what I'm on. I'm on the proving stuff.
Because a lot of as far as snitching and being a bully, you know what I'm saying? People expect as far as being homeboys and homegirls, they expect a person to say, well, if they do something bad, you know what I'm saying, they kind of or if they're riding with somebody, they expect that person because they're friends to go down with them. I mean, that's really hard.
I don't believe in that. That's not a good idea. No. If you friends and your friend knows you're not with whatever they're trying to do and they do it anyways with you and all that, then no. That's going to be the end of that friendship once I go to jail because I'm telling. I'm sorry.
That's what I'm saying. But what do you say? So what would you tell? Hold on a second. What would you tell individuals who are coming up, youngsters, as we bounce back to this? who are coming up and who are being bullied and have been looking on TV and on YouTube and all these other things to know that, man, if you tell you a snitch, you a rat. If somebody, man, bully you or somebody be ribbing, you just got to stand up to it back. What would you say? How would you give them a bit of confidence to stand up to a bully?
Yeah, what I would say, honestly, is that you are amazing and you are chosen. There's a reason why people pick on you. You're special. You have to understand that there's so many people jealous of you. So at the end of the day, what you have to do is tell someone you feel will have your back. Rather, you have to find a new adult or whatever, because every child doesn't trust, every adult. So the whole point is to get someone you trust that can help you, and don't ever let someone beat you up. Like, if you have to fight back, you have to fight back. That's just it. I don't believe in the whole get hit and go tell. No. If you need to do what you got to do, you got to do what you got to do. But at the end of the day, if it's words and all that, you have to tell someone so that's going to stop this. And I do recommend people that's being bullied to go to church. I'm sorry, but I do.
No, that's your opinion. I feel that. They need something. What do you think they're bullying? I agree with you saying, because it's only so much a person can take. Like when my son, I tell him, like, hey, if somebody does something to you, I try to give him the words to get back at him or rip him or whatever. But if they constantly do it, if they hit you, you hit them back, and then then you tell the teacher, because sometimes you don't get the opportunity. The teacher might be there, or that person, it just you don't might not get the opportunity. I ain't teaching them to fight, but I teach them to try to. Yeah, exactly. So you know what I'm saying. So yeah, because a lot, like I'm saying, a lot of bullying, man, for real, come from people who are inferior, mostly to me. Look, kids who are inferior or look at somebody as better than them, or they're jealous of that particular person. Expound on that. That's my opinion. What you think?
Yeah, I believe that's true, because there's a reason why you're picking on me, or for any children. There's a reason why they're picking on you, and it has nothing to do with you personally. Just understand that you didn't do anything to cause this. So that's the whole thing. No one deserves to be bullied, especially when you're not messing with nobody. That people usually bully people that are nice or that stays to themselves, which that's crazy. So they're testing people that they feel like are weak.
I like what you just said. Testing people.
They're testing people that they think is weak, and as long as it doesn't matter if you're quiet, it doesn't matter if you're shy, as long as you show the person that you're not scared, it'll be okay. That's what I think.
I agree. I agree wholeheartedly, man. For real. I just wish that this whole idea of being a snitch and being a rat and all this other stuff was not something that is was a code that people try to live by. You know what I'm saying? Because, man, it's a messed up situation, because it leads to a very destructive lifestyle. Believe me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Back in the day, it wasn't called snitching; it was called tattletelling.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. He telling this and that third. But I just hope it. I just, like I said, with my son, if somebody call him rat, what I'm saying, you know that you're not. So you defend yourself. If somebody hit you, I give you, because sometimes it's not good. We'll turn the other cheek or whatever. If somebody hits you back, you hit them back harder so they understand. And then maybe that person will learn not to mess with
exactly.
And then you know what I'm saying, and then that'll be that. But yeah, I really want to come in and really address this and talk about it. And I hope we brought up some good points, which I think that we did, to to let people understand, and hopefully the youngsters may see this, to understand that it's okay to tell, especially if you're being bullied, because, man, and then again, if you bullying somebody, like I say, it may not be the person that's bullying. It may be that person who has gotten bullied to turn and do some destructive thing, like shoot up places and stuff like that.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what we're trying to avoid. Exactly. Yeah.
Well, you got anything you want to add to this particular topic?
I really just want to let kids know that there's no kid above you. Y'all all equals. So don't be scared of nobody, no matter if they're big, small, anything. If they are not showing you a weapon, then you don't need to be scared. That's all I gotta say. Don't be scared, because that's the problem that gets you into this whole cycle of being bullied all year, all next year, and all that. Don't be scared.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah. So, with that being said, Brittany, I want to thank you again for coming on and go and pub your channel again. Let everybody know where they can find you. Boo.
Oh yes. So on YouTube you can find me under Brittany Embry. I'm also on Facebook. I post my videos on Facebook too. So
Spell Embry.
Right. Embry spelled E-M as in mother, B as in boy, R-Y, like embryo without the O.
Okay.
And my Brittany is spelled Brittany. You know, they got a bunch of spelling, so yeah.
And I eat all that stuff. Well, okay. Well, I'm glad to have you, and I appreciate it. Like, I look at y'all. I called Brittany today, so you want to do it? So bam, she ready to do it, which lets me know and believe that she's serious about what she's doing and whatnot. Because there are a lot of people like me. No. I mean, if you're gonna be in this thing, be in this thing and stuff like that, and get as much exposure as possible and what have you. So, with that being said, everything else you want to say?
I do want to say thank you for inviting me.
So anyway, this is your newfound home if you want to. So I want to say thank you for coming on, because I mean I think that you touched on some very poignant points and stuff like that. So anytime you need me to do something, you holler at me.
For sure. Thank you.
You're welcome. So go to bed, and I'll probably talk to you sometime this weekend, and enjoy everything.
Okay, yeah. You have a good rest of your week too.
All right, Brittany.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, girl.